The elevation code. The man who caught the early train. Discipline and habits. I want to tell you about a morning I witnessed that I have never forgotten. It was just past 5 o'clock, still dark, the kind of cold that makes the air feel sharp and deliberate. A train platform, mostly empty, a few fluorescent lights humming above the wet concrete. I watched a young man walk onto that platform, backpack on, coffee in hand, earphones around his neck. Unhurried, deliberate, like a man who had already won something before the day had even started. His name was Daniel, 26 years old. Most people who knew Daniel thought he was too serious, too disciplined. They asked him, sometimes as a joke, sometimes not, why he pushed himself so hard, what he was trying to prove, who he was trying to impress. Daniel never had an easy answer for them, because the truth wasn't something he could explain in a sentence. The truth was that he had seen the other version of his life, clearly, up close, and it had frightened him deeply. 2 years before that morning on the platform, Daniel had what he still calls simply his Tuesday. No dramatic rock bottom, no single crisis, just a Tuesday afternoon. He had been sitting on his sofa for 4 hours, not resting, not recovering, just drifting, watching time pass him by like traffic he wasn't part of. He picked up his phone to scroll and saw a photograph of his father, posted by an aunt. His father at 62, still working. Not because he loved the work, because he had no choice. A whole life of Tuesdays. Daniel put the phone down on the cushion beside him. He didn't speak. He didn't make a speech. He just stood up, walked to his kitchen, found a piece of paper, and wrote one single sentence. He stuck it on his fridge, and it is still there today. It reads, "Who are you becoming in the small moments? Not the big moments, not the promotions and the presentations and the turning points that everyone sees. The small ones. The moment between the alarm going off and your hand reaching for the snooze button. The moment between opening a book and opening your phone. The moment between keeping your word to yourself and quietly letting it slide." Those moments, Daniel understood, were not small at all. They were the construction site of everything. Back on the platform, the train arrived. Daniel stepped on, and as the doors closed, I saw another figure arrive at the far end of the platform, breathless, bag swinging, just a few seconds too late. They stood and watched the train pull away, alone in the cold, not because life was unfair to them, but because of 10 minutes. One snooze. One small, invisible choice to stay comfortable just a little longer. Daniel never forgot that image either. I know, because he told me. He said he thinks about it every morning at 4:50 when the alarm goes off and the bed is warm and the day hasn't asked anything of him yet. He thinks about the person standing alone on the empty platform. Then he gets up. I tell you Daniel's story because the platform is real, and the train comes every day. Today's code. Discipline is not punishment. It is the purest form of self-respect.